Woo! Gonna do it all again. Content. The one time I don't save. Of course I get stuck. I could load in a chapter start at 1, but then I have to sit there cutscene with the arm again, and at that point it's like, just redo the run. Fuck it.
Good morning, my dear. First students.
Clean up this beginning anyways.
Surprising.
I just really don't want to go back down that hallway to make a save and then go for it. I mean, I could. Just really don't want to. Seems a bit too much of a waste to me. It's maybe like 5 seconds. Well, it's probably more than 5 seconds in total. Maybe like 10. Alright, come on, RNG. Right here. Hey. Hey, best luck. Perfect. I didn't throw for content.
No.
I mean, that's legally that's what I have to say. Okay. If you want to take it up with somebody, take it up with my lawyer.
Stop straining your already weak throat, or you will never succeed. If that happens, then you are useless to me, and I would be forced to reuse the worthless hunk of me. Not even worthy of being incinerated. Now, use that gift that I granted you, and choose your side. Show me who you are. Yes, this is perfect, my dear. I knew you would be perfect. My perfect creation. Everything is perfect. Everything was finally starting.
Those legal hijinks were forced into. Yeah. Those damn lawyers. Always telling me what content to put out. It's a real shame you can't use like the numpad for those. It'd be so nice. That's such like a nice quality of life feature in so many games, but every time it's not in a game, it's like, why? When am I moving the mixer? When they give me a contract for a couple $1 million, I'll move over. The difference between taking a new market by storm and taking a dead market by force. Games that use numpad. Some older game like Prey 2016 is probably the most recent one I can think of. System Shock used to. Some others I can't think of off the top of my head.
Instead, like the ungrateful waste of life that you are, you decided to leave my merciful grace. A decision you will regret in the dark.
Oh my god, the stupid rail pushed me right into him. I'm upset. Prey is a very challenging game to get into. It kind of just throws a ton of mechanics at you at once, and it's like, here you go, figure it out. You know, it can definitely be overwhelming, and like if you don't understand it, you're just like, wait, what's happening here? Oh, no. Okay. Yeah, I was in a really bad spot. Hopefully this guy's up. Oh my god, leave me alone. That was awful. It starts off that way, but like once you get kind of in the first hub, you got so many different directions you can go and abilities to level up that they don't really tell you anything about, and monsters that can one-shot you. It's like, wait, what's happening right now? And they kind of... I don't want to... not really spoil anything, but like give hints towards how you should play. They kind of persuade you through like hints and stuff to not play a certain way, when in reality that way actually makes the game easier. And a lot of people just kind of like take those hints and they're like, alright, maybe I won't play that way because it seems like it'll make it harder, when in reality that's not the case at all. World record incoming, maybe. We'll see how the out... really, it's just the out of bounds. If I can get that quickly enough, we'll get it.
Do you see? She left because she hates.
Like, even I played the base game of Prey, I think kind of the wrong way. Once I played through Moon Crash, where you get to explore all the mechanics, like, equally, I kind of realized, like, oh, I should have been using all this other stuff the whole time. Like, the story of Moon Crash kind of spoils the base game story to an extent, sort of. But, like, I think mechanically it does a better job at getting you into the mechanics in the world. I mean, there is no wrong way, but you can definitely make the game harder on yourself by avoiding certain mechanics. And the way those mechanics are kind of described in the base game make you think you like should avoid them. Or if you go with them, it'll be a harder challenge. Like when I said in reality, it's kind of the opposite. It makes the game much easier, in my opinion. Yeah, it's a semi-roguelike, like a roguelite type of DLC. So some things are randomized, but not everything is randomized. So you have 5 characters and 5 different stories you have to get through, swapping between them. There's like 27 objectives that you have to do. So you have to do like everyone's story, you have to find certain things, you have to unlock so many different items and stuff. It's a very unique DLC, especially if you like an FPS game. It's like it's not procedurally generated at all. It's just like there's things within the maps, like enemy spawns, hazardous materials and stuff that will spawn randomly, and items can have varied locations. They're not entirely randomized. It's pretty nuts. I really hope if they do a Prey 2, or in their next game Deathloop, they kind of keep some of those elements or expand upon them. Shit could get really crazy if that was the case. Like, take Moon Crash and expand it into a full game. Oh. be a mind fuck. Because to get like there's one objective in Moon Crash, which is to escape with all 5 characters in one simulation run. And you actually do have to like route it out, kind of like you would a speedrun. Like, all right, I need to take this character in to do these certain things, so these other characters can come in afterwards and escape via whatever. Like what items you need to get and stuff. It's pretty crazy. I don't know how you haven't played Moon Crash Lifelike. The amount of the base game you've played. But I'm really sad, like, when I see a lot of people start to stream Prey, especially, like, close streamer friends. They stop playing it because they just, like, aren't interested. It's like, if you're not going to play Moon Crash now, which really upsets me. Like, I can understand not fully getting the base game, but Moon Crash is so much better of an experience that people just don't get to because they don't play through the base game. It's so sad. So sad. I feel like I'm super late on this one, which doesn't make sense. Maybe I'm wrong in thinking that. No, maybe not.
Oh shit, what am I doing? Come on. Just a little bit further.
The news. Youngblood? Yes. I've done runs of Youngblood already. It's a good co-op time. Good co-op speedrun. Not good solo. I'd say if you ever plan on playing it solo, just avoid it, find a friend.
Demons would have torn you
Just
apart.
play it that way.
The great Odin spared your life, but left you broken. But that's okay, because I fixed you. No, you know what? I made you better. Remarkable, isn't it?
What?
No, you stay down. The anesthetics haven't left your system yet.
Oh, my head.
Okay, let's see here. Speech should be fine. I repaired the tissue. Yeah, I gave the bone structure a checkup as well. And the arm? How does it feel? Strange feeling, isn't it? When it's bonding to you. I know. I have a few of my own.
Alright, this time I might go grab the upgrade and save afterwards.
Anyway.
I don't know. I'm still not convinced I want to save afterwards. But I really don't want to do the intro again. Oh yeah, social aspect definitely helps, but I just think Wolfenstein in particular, or Youngblood in particular, was really developed for co-op play in mind, and like, they felt like, oh, well, I've done single-player Wolfensteins for so long, we should probably include that as a mode, just forced an AI mechanic in there, and it's awful.
Yes, I fixed your voice. And your arm.
Who are you? What's going
I'm
on?
Henrik Anderson, the CEO of Vorkorp. The voice you're hearing is my wife, Sarah. She's up on the surface now.
Unfortunately,
You and I are stuck down here.
the things happening down there are happening up here as well. And it's getting worse by the minute.
What did you do to me?
I brought you back from Helheim.
Henrik! Calm down. The journey to save her almost killed you. I don't want to lose you. Since she already has the prosthetic installed, tell her about it.
Fine. Your new arm holds great power. Charged by Atrium, it can channel a magnificent force. It's based upon ancient knowledge uncovered by my wife.
And brought into fruition by Henrik. The arm is called Jerngreper.
You brought a hand with you. Use the Jerngreper to extract the RFID from it. You'll gain access to all doors with that level of
Cute
security.
marshmallow, yeah. It's pretty adorable.
Now try it. Scan the hand on the table and then use it downstairs on the lock.
I know this is a lot to ask. But we're not taking this lightly. Please. I'll tell you more as you go. Henrik? I'm leaving him
Earthquakes are getting far too frequent. The roots are spreading faster. Please hurry.
It's real shame there's not a safe point down here.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Good. You can hear me as long as our radio can reach your Bifrost system. Ahead of you is your first obstacle. A service hat. That right there is a small atrium cell that can power the arm. Insert it in the arm. Get back to the
man, I really don't want to go back to save, but I feel like if I don't save, it's gonna soft lock me again.
with the power station on the wall before you move on.
Oh, it's such a tough decision. I'm gonna go save. I really don't want to do the intro again tonight. Not without completing another run first. Plus, yeah, I know. I know. It hurts me more than it hurts you. And now that I save, it's gonna work flawlessly. Whoop, whoop. What am I doing? Hello? Okay. That was sloppy, but hey, we got through. We got through.
Oh yeah, I love those guys.
Yeah, exactly. Especially right now when I just need the skip in a run.
Praised be Odin and all of
And we're probably gonna find another skip
You've done well.
I almost died.
within like the next couple days. It saves another couple minutes anyways. It's like, yeah,
Plan to save this world
let's get a run in.
Full fun and quants.
Yes, but
Now, there's much I have to show you, and time is of the essence. At the end of the hallways.
That's why I'm gonna save you again.
3, 4, 2, 5. I'll direct you once you've entered the room. Please leave questions for afterwards. Now go.
questions? Where do I even begin?
This clears a lot of things up for us. Thank you for bringing the key back.
You're welcome. And thank you for fixing my arm.
Yeah. I assume you have no memories of your past, and I bet you're wondering who you are. Well, so am I. But I'm locked out of the facility's main.
Hey, okay.
So if we make it
Much better the second time around.
Thousands are dying every minute.
So that skips an entire quest.
we need to know, Sarah.
Whoop.
I need to know what happened to her.
Don't
Perfect.
put the girl
You're
through
here.
any more than she
So
has
far,
to.
you've met my.
Don't
Said
make her
you'd
do
answer
this.
my questions.
We have to figure
Fine.
this out.
Ask
The
away.
emergency
I
system
don't know where
sever
to
the
start.
connection between most
What
of the
is this
systems
place?
and the
I
base.
built this. Spent
You need to go
years
to
of
the
mortal
medical
life
research facility
toiling away
and
at
approve a
plans,
remote link
scraping
to grant
together
the access to the
resources and
information
favors
we
to
need.
turn this into
I
reality.
would do it myself.
A
but
place to research
I'm
the
not
things
strong.
thought to be myth and
Well, this
superstition.
dude Green's the
A
best.
place to research the Apsulov, the last divine artifact left in Midgard.
I love how the dialogue just overlaps there.
That statue upstairs?
At first, we used ancient knowledge and combined it with Bohr core
It's an okay time save.
rifts between worlds. We made enormous progress.
Unfortunately, we end up losing some of this time because we don't have all the upgrades for the Yawn Gripper.
But some unwanted things came back with us, entering our world, and now everything is just falling apart. I'm trapped down here, and we have lost.
I gotta remember
control of the
after the
entire
second key
facility.
to go to the second
The
floor.
only way to stop the
Not the
world
first.
from falling into chaos is to collect 9 keys and insert them into the Apsulov.
Or is,
The
no, it's after the
artifact
third.
is the gate,
After the
and
third
the keys
key,
will
not the
keep
second.
Midgard from being littered with the roots spreading across the surface. And unless we stop it, our existence and that of all living things will become endless torment.
How do you know where the keys are?
Years of research alone and with my associates.
I mean, fair, it's not a green screen, it's just a green wall that I need to cover up.
9 worlds.
I have posters down here on the floor I need to put up. I'm so lazy.
Order must be restored to the realms of
I used to use it as green screen.
evils from beyond must be locked down. Insert this key into the Apsulov and remember what I've taught you. Do that and you will succeed. Now get out of here, go!
Get out of here, you filthy animal. Run away. Okay, not what I wanted, but sure. Yeah, it's too bright because my lights that I have on me shine off the back wall and they're super fucking bright. That's the only reason I want to hang stuff up back there. It's a little much for me.
You'll have to excuse me.
Back with beer. Ah, yeah.
We have to find all the artifact keys as soon as possible. The next one is in another part of Niflheim. On top of a
Niflheim.
tower of ice, a beacon of light. From the Apsulov research room, you have to go through the east wing. The
I still think
code is
if we can get the skip down to 3 consistent, it's faster to do the third key and come back to 2. Assuming it doesn't break cutscenes, which it might. I'm gonna have to test that in a route. But it would make the run really interesting to go from 1 to 3 to 2. Well, skipping 1 to 3 to 2. It's just a real shame the end doesn't get involved at all. Nice IPA. A nice IPA beer. Oh yeah, I gotta ask the guy how he exactly falls down to the lower part. I can find the setup, but I don't know what he presses between falling off and landing. Plays a pretty big part in that kind of stuff. Big point. Can't speak. Yo, Brader, what's up? Oh, didn't get grabbed. Good old IPA beers. Wow, wow. Yellow color. Oh god, it's not green. Ban the heathen. I mean, I realize it's IPA, but I just like to say IPA. I think it's more fun. That hit? Better have. Yeah, okay. It's also one of those things, if you say it wrong, people will like get mad and try to correct you. That's fun to funny. Green in 2019. Oh, there's like a platform in midair there? That's interesting. Hmm. Some funny zinkers I said in another stream. Nice. Well, I try to be as funny in my own stream as I am in other chats. There's more pressure here. But welcome on in. to have you. Known for my zingers, am I? Sweet. Anybody else remember the, maybe they still have them, like the snacks called zingers that were like Twinkies but with icing on top? Those things were, like, delicious and disgusting at the same time. You still have them? I thought so. Like, the Twinkie part was good. The icing on top was like, ooh. It's a bit much. I feel like I kind of zigzag through there. I don't need to. Never heard of them. I mean, they had different flavored ones too. They had like vanilla, strawberry, chocolate, maybe something else. Actually not losing as much time here as I probably should be, to be honest. Yeah, 5 seconds. Last run I lost way more than that, pretty sure. US thing, I'm sure it is. It's like a Hostess brand product or something like that. All eyes are on me. Ah, shit. Don't look at me. Don't look at me. Modern System Shock. It's more of a like Soma meets Alien Isolation type game. It looks very much like a System Shock or something like that. Futuristic. Sadly, gameplay is not too similar. Yeah, exactly. It's also that time loss is expected because we don't have the same upgrades that we do usually. So we're working with less equipment. So to only lose 5 seconds, that's pretty damn good. It's a walking sim? It's like a step above walking sim. There are some mechanics to it. It's not super in-depth. Hopefully if they do a sequel to this game, they'll explore more. Assuming they just like transfer everything over and add to it. There's some really cool stuff they could end up doing with, like the blast mechanic and stuff. Find out. Where's this? Give myself 2 shots. Should only need 1. Some of the sound design reminds you of Subnautica. It's been a hot second since I played Subnautica. Yeah, I could kind of see it. There we go. Second try. I'm glad I gave myself 2. Now we're up to 4. That's my praise right there, Dad. He's playing catch with Dad. He's like, good catch, son. That's some high praise. Thanks, Dad. Subnautica is pretty dope. I didn't think I'd like it as much as I did in the end. There's some annoying things about it, especially the way I tried to play it, but it was a fun experience. Fortunately, it seems like we're gonna have to wait forever for Below Zero. Is that what it's called to come out? So I'm interested in playing that, but I want to wait for the full release. Alright, you guys ready for the speed boost? Woo! Oh, okay. Hit the stalactite and the stalagmite. That wasn't a great speed boost. Yeah, it's like super early access. I mean, even Subnautica feels like it's still early access with the amount of bugs in it. That's why I want to wait for at least like the quote-unquote full release, because I'm sure it's still going to be buggy, but it won't be as buggy. For Bannerlord? I don't know what that is. The yellow guy. I don't think you can just call someone a yellow guy. Alright. Pretty sure that's looked down upon these days, man. Run. Run. Mountain Blade 2. Okay. I never really played the Mountain Blade games, but I sort of know what they are. Let's see how lucky we get with the second guy. He's already looking over here. That's pretty good. A little better than last time. Oh, how did that not? Oh, is he gonna get me? Oh god. No! No! I'm not oh, it's gonna come down to RNG whether I reset later or not. I mean, there's a time loss there, but it's not major. It's really in the next part where the time loss would come into play. Because the first time you go through that limbo sequence, there's 2 times you're forced through it. The first time you go through it, you get that really easy one, just to kind of introduce the mechanic. The second, and any other time, it gets way longer, depending on how the RNG plays out. So, now I have to go through 2 random limbo mechanics. For 7 years? God damn. That's crazy. For future. I mean, the RNG can just really be kind to me and not really be a factor at all. But it can also just, like, cost me a minute for no reason. Oop. Get back in the game. That's not the biggest deal, but we'll see when I get back to this split.
Henrik? Sarah? Can you hear me?
Timing is a little bit bad.
That could end up being real bad.
I got it. But I have to tell you
Just
that...
insert the artifact key into the tablet and hurry back here. There's something we want to show you.
It was last time I got this far. The one forced one we had to go through. The RNG cost me like 40 seconds. And they both could do that too. They could both cost me 40 seconds easy. I mean, it's not worth resetting over at this point. I'm already stupid far ahead, but it just kind of sucks to have that in the run.
1, Apsulov research.
Waiting for the choke. I already choked her on.
Basement 1, waste
That's already
disposal.
happened.
Relax. Just relax. There's something I want to show you.
I'm assuming we can get the other skip to work. We'd potentially skip this entirely, which would kind of eliminate that problem. Let's see. See how the Limbo treats me. We need good keys, and we need for Loki to stay away from us. No key there. There's a key. It's not too bad of a spawn. Just depends on where Loki is. If he even spawns, if he doesn't spawn in this one, it may not be too bad. No, he definitely does. Maybe not. I don't know. Okay. That's not bad at all. Minute lost in total.
Sarah, you were right. Tell me, did you see him? Did you see the spirit from the machine?
What the hell did
Like,
you do?
normally you just get the really easy puzzle there, where you pick up the one orb and put it over.
Access to the spirit's lair.
So that's really the first time you should ever go through that.
You can go there anytime you want. Did you have the Jangreper with you?
Yes.
You
but
can even bring things with you? Oh, fantastic!
Yo,
I
Poochie.
believe that the ether that you just
up, man?
came from is the home of the spirit from the machine. I believe that this spirit is Loki.
Wait a minute, honey. You can't just assume that.
Just got home from
you
work. Nice.
are crazy. I've had enough of this.
No, please listen
Nice,
to me.
nice.
I am sorry Henrik did that to you. We knew
Be back at
from the
6 a.m.
start it wasn't
Damn.
going to kill you, and it wasn't
You're just on the one job now, aren't you?
fine for us.
I'm not a test
Not working both
subject.
jobs.
You can't kill me for some damn
I
experiment.
promise. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Please, please don't let the world end.
Nice.
Sarah, tell her what you told me before.
Beneath the shadow of Yggdrasil, in the Well of Wisdom, is where the final artifact key can be recovered. In the depth, under the Tree of All Things. But that is not all it holds. On your way to the depth, you should be able to recover another artifact, the Eye of Odin. When you die,
Off from noon tomorrow.
you have to
Yeah, it's
find
not too bad.
orbs
6-hour workday.
correct?
I do.
If you activate the Eye of Odin on those orbs, then you will touch them with divine magic. Then,
I won't have internet starting Friday. Oh god.
It will let you destroy the ether with a spirit left inside. We just need to find a route leading to the well.
I know of one.
What?
I'm sorry I didn't tell you, Sarah. Before I got in contact with you again, I found the well. When I did, I thought I could fix all of this. And just like the All-Father Odin, I sacrificed my eye for wisdom.
Oh, Henrik.
It didn't.
Yeah, it's going from
The route that leads to
it's
the
going
well
from one devil to another.
in the waste
Like, I get better speeds with Spectrum, but
in my hand,
they're not any
you'll
better.
get access to it through the elevator. That should do it. Head down to the waste treatment plant. It should be a straight path from there. Good luck.
And be careful down there.
Spectrum
Never
sucks,
let the
yep.
lights go out.
They sure do.
Worst case scenario, you always have the young there.
Basement 1, waste disposal.
That would have updated his plan.
Don't use the Eye of
I mean, the best plan I can get with AT&T would only get us 2 up. It's like I can't stream on 2 up. I used to for a long time. If you go back and look at my really old YouTube videos, they're all in like 360p and super blurry. It was a dark time. Yeah, 2 up. There's supposed to be a 20 down, 2 up plan. And that's like the best AT&T will, to this day, still offer where I live. But I went and checked it like the other day. I was thinking about like switching off of Spectrum because they were just having shitty service. I was kind of done with their customer support, but the only other one I can really switch back to is AT&T, and I'm not going to 2 up. Doing anything on 2 up is atrocious. You make it work, you just don't want to. Like, it would... I actually did it for a while, but I would, like, tether through my phone. When I had, like, unlimited data on my phone. I just tethered through that. It was super inconsistent. I would drop tons of frames, but, like, speed-wise was much better. You also had to do a lot of workarounds to actually let that happen to your phone. And not get throttled. Oh yeah, tags never show up when they should. Oh, that was super early. Oh god. I can just run over, can I? Yeah, screw it. We'll make this work. Just not have net and TV. I mean, that is an option, I guess. Get satellite. Wait, there's 2 different ways here? Have I not known this? I'm confused now. Did I know that there were 2 ways there? I don't think I did. Also don't think it matters. Renewed an MO sub a week ago. What, for WoW Classic? Pull the trigger on WoW Classic. Reserve your name. Oh, FF14, gotcha. Move to Europe, dude. If I had the money, I mean, citizenship, I'd move somewhere. Not bad. I'm actually really curious how Final Fantasy 14's player count is gonna change when WoW Classic comes out. So many people switch over. So I know a lot of people had switched over to FF14 recently. Alright, I need to remember to go up to the 2nd floor here. Not the 1st. I need to go up to the 2nd floor. Very important. Like, 2 seconds of time save important. Whee!
Are you there? Can you hear me?
Sarah?
Oh,
What's going
oh,
on?
you're back. I've lost connection with Leo.
1.0. Like the original release before they scrapped it and changed things.
Please, insert the
Or do you mean the
key into
re-release?
Apsulov tablet and finish this.
Floor 2.
WoW Classic is absolutely nostalgia. Me and Zane talked about it on, not the podcast yesterday, but the one last week. Alright, this is the true moment of RNG. Probably got an orb over here somewhere.
I sent you the usage of this world, and this is how you repay me. By trying to destroy it.
Come on, come on, come on.
Do you really think I would allow you to do this? The 9 keys are gathered after all. The realm of Midgard is safe. There's no need for you to do the Eye of Odin. No, you can't do this. Think of what you're doing. Without this world, you'll end up in Helheim if you die. This world makes you
I don't even know where he is.
You really want this to go away.
So unless he comes out of nowhere, this is a really... Oh! That's him literally coming out of nowhere. Okay.
Free! Finally, I can touch this world without the
that was
help
beautiful.
of disgusting machines.
Beautiful limbo.
All of this, thanks to you. You should have seen the face of Dr. Anderson when I told him
Mr. Anderson.
life, using her voice, easily manipulate a fool. 9 keys to lock the gate. No, 9 keys to remove the gate. Returning the universe to the state before the gods closed it to everyone but them. You even handed me the eye, the last key to my liberation. That stupid creature was useless from the start.
Permanent thing? Yep. At least for the foreseeable future. It's the way to keep me active in a lot of runs that I don't really go back to these days. And a lot of times when I do like long streams to celebrate stuff, I end up doing a whole bunch of speedruns. So I'd like to stay active in them and actually remember how to do them.
All of it a complete and utter failure. And this time, my prison won't save you.
The only downside is I have to keep a lot of really big games installed. So I run a lot of modern stuff like Doom 2016 and all the Wolfensteins are like 30 plus gigs each. Everything that comes out, it's like takes up so much room. I need a bigger hard drive, but I like to have all my games on SSDs, so I'd have to buy a new SSD. They're not too expensive these days, but still money I don't have right now. Like I have 2 500 gig SSDs already. And I have an external like 3 terabyte hard drive, but like I said, I wanted to keep them. I could swap them, but it just becomes a real pain in the ass to do. Probably don't need to save for that. Really don't think I need to save for anything in this run nowadays. I'm always hovering around like 50 gigs left at any given time. In both of them too. Although before I didn't think I had 2 of the Wolfenstein games installed, but apparently I did. Steam just didn't recognize them. So that was a nice discovery of like, oh hey, I don't have to waste another 80 gigs installing these 2 games. They're already there. Which is cool. So I think in my main SSD I have like 30 gigs left, and the other one I have like 110 now, because I deleted a lot of stuff earlier. But I move a lot of stuff that's not super important and big files to my hard drive, my external. Like all of the podcast recordings and whatnot, which take up tons and tons of space. They're on my external. No matter how much space you have, yeah, exactly. My Steam library would definitely fill up 6 terabyte, I think, at this point. All the games I had from May. Honestly, that was like the hardest part. Well, not the hardest part, but it was a very big factor in the month of Terrible Mayhem I did back in May. Like, what games I want to play next is like, which ones can I afford to install at the current moment with the space left on my hard drive? Yo, Poochie with the gifted subs. Look at that. Alert's still broken. I don't know what's going on with Streamlabs tonight. Thank you so much, man. That's a wheel spin. Gift subs going out to Arnuk, Raw Line, and Boyo. Look at that. We'll see if Streamlabs updates the sub counter too. I doubt it. Really doubt it. Appreciate that, man. I really do. The pooch is on the loose again. What a madman. Yo, save 2 seconds there. Nice. Yeah, if this doesn't update down here, then someone just remind me if I forget after this run is over. We'll see what I gotta run. Just don't know what you ever made. Oh shit, wrong way. One of like the only people to take up that offer. I thought more people would have wanted that. Little break time. Grab some stuff. Grab some stuffy stuff. How many of these do I have? Oh, it won't even show me. Nice. Are any of them over here? I don't think so. I can double check. Oh, yeah, there's one. Cute. It's 5 a.m. You should get to bed. Probably. You should probably get to bed. So it's a little late. For the week and those who hate being tired. I definitely hate being tired. Unfortunately, sleeping a lot does not help with that. You still feel tired when you wake up. Well, this is updated to 2 out of 3. Which is very confusing. I don't know what's going on with stream labels today. There's no audio playing. It said null. Gift sub stuff. New sub. I mean, it should be. Yeah. Should count all gifted subs as new ones, but what do I know? The only time it shouldn't count resubs is if it's like a continuing subscription. So if someone just like does a resub, if it's a gifted or they weren't subbed for a while but resubbed, it should still count that. Yeah, I'm just gonna blame it on Streamlabs. I did ask around from some of my streamer friends who also have like sub trackers like this that work a little better, or seem to work a little better, what they use. I haven't gotten any responses yet, so I think they're probably waking up and whatnot. Because if they use Streamlabs, then I need to know how they set it up. Because theirs are much better than the one I have. Hunt Showdown. Hunt Showdown looks like a fun game to play, but it doesn't seem like a fun game to watch. Because I've tried watching it multiple times now. It's just like I don't see the enjoyment in it. But it looks like playing it would be pretty fun.
Floor 2. Apsulov research.
Good elevator. It really depends on the streamer. I mean, I've watched different streamers play it. It's just like, no matter who I watch, maybe it's just their play style, but all the ones I've checked out have the same play style. I was messing up. Now, I just basically use their stream labels program and read from a text file.
I couldn't finish
But it never seems to update properly, and it also doesn't like reset once they hit 3.
You're back. It cannot be. You must.
Did Loki do this to you?
Oh, Loki. He will pay. I swear to it. A soul stone. You have to bring one of them here. There's one in the room across.
Whoop.
Henrik! I found it! Henrik! Henrik!
Not for me.
First boss from the new God of War.
No.
He's got that very
Will I be contained? No.
stylish haircut.
No longer feel this constant pain.
I mean, they both are based in Norse mythology, so
She's dead.
Loki.
it's got a very similar aesthetic.
Fucker used the voice of my dead wife to make me do this dirty. Collecting the artifact key
Boy.
and getting the Eye of Odin. It was all that he wanted.
I really want to play God of War at some point. Would have to get a PS4 for that. I don't want to.
Do this. I'm sorry that I have to ask this from you, but we have to enhance you again. We have to get the young Lego back in. Next to my body,
There's an eye. My eye. Go pick it up. You have both. Now, go to the room across from you.
PS5 next year.
It has a
I
circle.
don't want to buy a PS4. I definitely don't want to pay for a PS5 because that's gonna be like $700. God of War Special Edition PS4, nice. And for $25, God of War. I was gonna say, if you can find a PS4 for $25, dude, see, that's a hell of a deal. I'd love to get a PS4. It's just like pricing wise, there's so many other things I would use that money for before getting a PS4. It's like, it's never gonna happen.
The enhancement was successful. But this isn't enough power to destroy Lowe's.
Hookers blow PS4, yep. You got it.
And to accomplish this, there are a lot of questions to ask.
Questions about me.
Loki has
Missing out on Bloodborne. I'm not really a
great purpose.
Souls,
Now, I suspect
Bloodborne type of guy.
So I need you to find another route back there.
Helheim, stop ordering me around. If you know so much about me, then just tell me. I need...
Like, I'd want to play God of War, Last of Us, Horizon Zero Dawn, Spider-Man.
Loki cut my body in half. His indulgence of my torture. He spoke of his daughter.
I can't think of the other ones, but
Her name was
like those four at least, like
she died.
I'd really want to play.
The things he said
I'd really love them on PC though for mouse and keyboard control.
creation was from hell.
That's never gonna happen.
Loki wanted his daughter back.
Yes. So he made you.
Detroit Become Human? That's
Now
on PC or coming to PC?
the power to stand up against Loki. So our best chance is starting at your roots and search from there. Since the Apsulov is out of control, the roots of Yggdrasil are spreading. There should be one leading to Helheim. Have you seen any route that could lead us there?
I did see one. In the West Wing.
Most overrated cover shooters. I don't really care for cover shooters, but so many people talk about the story and everything. I'd like to experience it.
Now, we're going to the world of the dead. This is crazy.
Go back and play all those Kingdom Heart games, dude.
This form is really strange. My senses, they're twisted. I can see all around with no eyes. I can speak clearly with no throat.
Yeah, I don't really recall any PS3 games in particular that I'd want to play.
Evil humans.
Unless like is Last of Us isn't PS3, is it? Pretty sure it's PS4.
Sins.
I can't believe this. The keys open the Apsulov. The roots are going to start spreading faster.
We better hurry.
Last of Us, oh, it's PS3? And then remastered, gotcha. Was it like actually remastered or just like slight graphic enhancements? So it's 1080p, now you can play in 4K. Woo. Killzone games. Yeah, there's Bloodborne. Like I said, not really a huge fan of the Souls type of gameplay, so. Like, I wouldn't be opposed to trying it, but I don't think it's a game for me. It actually runs decently. All right. I mean, I'd probably play the Uncharted series too, or try them. Just trying to think of what other exclusives they actually have. What kind of games do I like? Generally, I stick to just shooters, first-person shooters, puzzle games, and horror. And, you know, obviously those mixed together, like horror puzzle games or first-person puzzle games. Generally, that's what I stick to, but you know, I try to expand my horizons from time to time. Been dipping more into RPGs, but I still don't like heavy RPGs. Like I played Assassin's Creed Odyssey, which was about as much as I'd want in that realm. Greedfall. That's bad.
We have to get
I mean, Uncharted's just like...
those pillars on the other side.
Tomb Raider type games, right?
I'm not sure, but I think you can activate them with a shot from Jerngripper. The energy signature of that shrine is very similar to Aether.
That better fucking hit. This is where we lost the first run tonight, because I didn't extend this bridge before I got on it, so I tried to jump it and fell down. And fortunately in this game it doesn't auto checkpoint at all, so it goes back to the last place you saved, which in this run is really, really, really far back. So unless I die somehow, we shouldn't lose this run. Maybe. Dude, if I got a PS4, I could like try out the Modern Warfare beta and play all of the Call of Duty stuff early, then buy it again on PC. Oh my god.
As in the books. The temple of the goddess Hell. Wait, what's the book say?
Actually, having a lower amount of charge cells here might work out better. You don't have to charge all the way up. You have like slight hiccups.
The gate will remain locked until the one demanding passage can prove themselves. It's unlocked with sacrifices.
Sacrifices? What type of sacrifices?
Where are they at? Where are they at? Where are they at? One. Cool beans. The trick to this part is always to get two with one shot. Minehosen. Yep, that's what he said. You can just like see that rock there. Here we go. The other one. Where is he? Where you at? It's in here somewhere. There it is. That wasn't great, but it'll do. Ideally, you want them to like already be spawned next to each other, so you can just walk in and blast them and be done, and not have to like hide them around. But it wasn't too bad. So we're still basically 15 minutes ahead, so doesn't matter too much. If I end up losing too much time, though, it could be pretty close to not getting record. Record right now, I believe, is a 1:26:05, so I got some time to kill, but let's not lose it. Please don't die. Okay.
This is where her journey ended. Daughter of Loki.
Oh, that's actually a lot of time lost. I didn't realize. Oh shit. Well, it's gonna be real close to record then. I gotta pull out a gold split here. Yo, Stoner with the tier 3, 39 months. So man, thank you so much for that. Continuing that tier 3. Goddamn, dude.
Cold.
Back from New York. Oh snap.
Youngling just absorbed the energy inside and melded it with the atrium. This shouldn't be possible unless
Your soul.
your body truly has the essence of hell inside. You're half
I'd
god.
be so upset if this is just shy of record.
Turn to you. The power to draw strength from death.
That one death earlier on cost me.
Power from them. Destroy the lock, holding us in this room, and let's get back to Midgard and end the road.
I mean, regardless if this is a record or not, I probably won't do any more Apsulov runs tonight. Probably wait until tomorrow. I do want to do at least one Rage 2 run. We'll see whatever the wheel has. If the wheel says to do another Apsulov run, we'll just save it for tomorrow. No, I have a disclaimer in the wheel promotion. It says time permitting, I'll do it next stream.
Purge the keepers of hell. They inhabit your realm.
How many ones do I know? Too many. I've run over 50 games, like 65 categories across 50 games. It's more than that now. That was like the last time I counted. There's a lot I don't run anymore for various reasons. So the wheel only has like 25 to 30, I think. Maybe less than that. All of them, pretty much. Like, I have enough speedruns to take up an entire 48-hour stream and have more left over. My Prey Recce? Moon Crash? No. No one really runs Prey Moon Crash. Although someone did pick it up. I don't know how much they're going to actually do on it, but we'll see. My Moon Crash time is actually insane for what that run is. I'd love to run it, but I don't think I'm ever going to get close to it. Welcome to the game. I have. People have been telling me to play it for a long time. I need to. There's so many games people have been telling me to play. I know I'd enjoy them. Like, welcome to the game too. I know I'd like.
Fine. The Atrium alone never stood a chance against Loki. But this
Like Iron Fury that just came out. I know I'd enjoy. Stuff there too. It took me this long just to play through Rage 2 when it came back, or it came out in May. The problem is if I end up liking a game, I usually end up running it to some degree. And it's just... I have too many runs to work on right now. Be like, let me go learn another one. The Reddit games, yeah, those two. Go up.
So this is what the world has come to. A chaotic mess. It's rather beautiful in its madness.
Hey, Henrik. What's it like on
I
Midgard?
just not grabbed that one before.
You haven't actually seen the world. Well, it's
Interesting.
bleak. Grey cities, broken countries. I don't think I ever saw a future in Midgard that didn't involve complete destruction.
That doesn't sound very appealing.
Well, it wasn't all bad. Midgard is home. Well, it was home. People mostly toiled to stay alive, but everyone had something to hold on to in order to stay sane.
What did you hold on to before all of this happened?
Family. I had Sarah and Alice. They were more important to me than anything.
I want to work on this because there's some stuff being found for it.
Alice was
And the runs are kind of interesting.
She fell ill.
I know I can get better times. So I want to work more on Rage 2 because I just learned that run the other day. And I want to pick up
beyond the science of humans.
the fan mods for Penumbra Necrology and Twilight of the Archaic
Loki.
as well.
At first it was a blessing.
And then like Blair Witch comes out in 9 days. That's probably going to be something I look into running possibly. And Control comes out in 6 days. That might be something, although I'm going to hold off on playing Control for a bit.
Then he
I think.
infiltrated our system from within.
How long is Rage 2?
He was doing to the staff.
If you mean speedrun wise, any percent's an hour and a half. New Game Plus, which is the one I'm looking into running, is about an hour, record wise.
What
The
happened to your family?
Necrolog and Twilight of the Archaic are fan mods that kind of continue the story and explain more. They're mods for Amnesia: The Dark Descent. They're just called Penumbra because they continue the story.
None of that mattered. The look on Alice's
They're actually pretty good.
Heard her mother's voice again. All my suspicions just went away. So I listened to my wife and gathered as many people as I could.
Like out of fan-made mods for stuff, they're like the best I've ever played.
Alice wanted to help.
Especially Necrolog. I don't remember Twilight of the Archaic that much. But Necrolog for sure.
I thought I
It's
could
like,
find her,
feels like it could have legit been
but it was too late.
I'm sorry.
an actual
Henrik.
game.
Yeah, me too. Without my obsessive searching, none of this would ever have happened.
Yeah, and Doom Eternal comes out.
Alas,
It's another big one to learn for sure.
now I need
It's like before Doom Eternal, I want to work more on like Doom 2016 and all the other games because I'm gonna have to do Doom Anthology runs.
and everything.
And that eats up a ton of time.
You must destroy Loki.
I really, really enjoy the Penumbra series. It's a shame a lot of people overlook them.
I'm coming for you. Blast him.
The power you are wielding, the powers of my daughter, you wield them. I underestimated you, my dear. You are finally everything I made you to be. Proof that your creation was truly a blessing.
Gotta make sure this part's really clean and get a perfect boss fight. Otherwise, I think we might just miss record. Especially if I die here. Then we're definitely losing everything. The death here costs like 11 minutes. Alright. I'm gonna go without the save.
Yes. Enter sacrifice.
You grab me though, it's fine. Really didn't mean to kill that guy, but sure.
The same, you and I.
Run away, run away.
Underestimated.
Almost I don't want this guy to follow me.
Underestimated me
Follows me, he makes this way harder.
and my daughter.
If this guy wants to kill me.
You so kindly released me from. Look at me now. I outlived them all.
Get out of here. I always forget about Loki popping up there.
My precious daughter.
Like 100% of the time I forget he pops up there.
Westward, they would
I always think it's like the normal
use the giant to build the
normal enemy.
They
Like no.
made yourself their playing field. I simply evened it.
Alright, boss fight time.
This can be.
It's gonna be real close.
Coming with me.
Do you like horror games or just like horror stuff in general?
Struggle for nothing. What do they even have up there?
Games and movies, yeah. I've always really liked horror movies just because they're
You bring nothing.
something interesting to watch, not just your run-of-the-mill cliches. I mean, horror movies are cliche in themselves, but
You don't seem to understand.
it's like over-the-top cliches. In horror games, I just find to be like mechanically the most interesting. But a lot of unique stuff put into them.
The eyes. Aim for the eyes.
What? Hello? Game? What the fuck?
His face.
This is not gonna be a good fight. That's already bad. Another shadow. Yeah, this not record. Especially not when that happens. Damn you, game. What a terrible boss fight. Another shadow. Yeah. Damn, that sucks. Easily get it though. This part takes about a minute. Maybe a little more. GG. Yeah, new best. Not as good as I want, but it's
You have come so very far.
leave more tips for Apsulov till tomorrow.
You are truly my daughter.
Slay him! Hell! Kill the bastard!
Listen to me. Listen to me. The 9 worlds are collapsing as we speak. If I am dead, then there will be nothing to control it. No gods, no cares. Only dying mortal races, clutching for survival in chaos. But
Sometimes I actually lose on that fight.
I know how to control the new, united world.
Awesome bunch.
Here, we can make a pact. You and I to rule together over this new world as father and daughter.
Loki is a lunatic. I wouldn't trust him with the entire world. Kill him, Hell, and rid us from all of his corruption.
It's a blind.
What have you done?
Close to 30 seconds on that fight.
I should never have underestimated.
No. If I didn't die in Niflheim going for the second key, that would have been it. Because that cost me like a minute alone. And that was a very easy mistake to avoid.
Voices whisper.
What will happen now?
Oh, I have so much to show you, my dear.
Get the after credit scene.
Father, wake up! The Apsulov has started Fimbulwinter, and Helheim has awakened from its slumber.
Awaken Odin and get my hammer. We have to pay a visit to Helheim again.